things like that. Uh, I've been working with snakes oddly for the last 12, 13 years now, and I used to be a very active rescuer. I used to go to people's houses and rescue snakes and stuff about what 6 years, 7 years back. But since then, I've just taken more of a management role, and I oversee a lot of projects and things like that. But snakes is something that has always interested me, and hence my master's thesis, my master's work that I did was on snakes, which is what I'm going to talk about in a very brief manner. And I hope English is okay. Otherwise, I can always mix and match with the language.
I think
That's not a
it would be good if you do mix and match, Abhishek.
sure. That's absolutely fine. Yeah. So I'll just share my screen. Just a moment. So yeah, snakes. The topic was, of course, coexistence with snakes, and even if we want it or not, snakes are going to live with us. राइट स्नेक्स हमारे आसपास रहेंगे और हम स्नेक्स के आसपास रहेंगे और ये थियरी काफी चीजों में होती है इन द सेंस कोई लोग बोलता है कि यार हम सांपों के या हम किसी भी जंगली जानवर के हैबिटेट में आ गए हैं यहाँ जंगल था और हमने घर बना दिया है या कोई जंगली जानवर हमारे हैबिटेट में हमारे सराउंडिंग्स को बहुत सूटेबली यूज कर रहा है और इसलिए हो रहे हैं ऐसा हम जब एक मधुमक्खी देखते हैं या फिर एक स्क्विरल देखते हैं घर के बाहर हम ये चीज नहीं सोचते यार वो वाइल्ड लाइफ है वो भी तो रह रहा है हमारे साथ बट जैसे ही एक स्नेक या एक लेपर्ड या एक टाइगर या एक हाथी या और कोई जानवर आ जाता है तो हम वी स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि ओ वाइल्ड लाइफ इज अमंगस्ट अस बट wildlife as a name suggests, all wild animals, and there are a lot of wild animals around us, even if we decide to choose or if we choose to ignore them. So snakes is something I always say ki is around us across India. I don't think there is any place, maybe high snow lines जहाँ पे सांप नहीं मिलते, or maybe some other areas, but snakes are found across India everywhere. And they're not found in, you don't need to go to a jungle. आपको सफारी लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. You don't have to hire a vehicle to go and see snakes. Snakes can be around us. Snakes आपके घरों में, आपके घर के अंदर, घर के बाहर, गार्डन में हमेशा हैं. आपको दिखे या ना दिखे, that is a different thing. But snakes are always there. तो बहुत लोग जैसे मैंने मेरा टाइटल जो मैं लिखा है स्ट्रेड और सिनरबाइज्ड तो हम लोग बोलते हैं कि सांप यार जंगल से आ गया जब हम दिल्ली में रेस्क्यू करते थे अब मैं नोएडा में रहता हूँ पहले जब दिल्ली में हम रेस्क्यू करते थे तो लोग हमें बोलते थे यार अब सांप को जो है जो भी दिल्ली के उनको पता होगा आप जमुना पार लेके जाके छोड़ दो वहाँ जंगल है मीन्स ईस्ट दिल्ली अक्रॉस यमुना बिकॉज वहाँ जंगल है सांप वहीं मिलते हैं what I try to show with my work, which I will show in just a while, is that ऐसा नहीं है सांप हर जगह है चाहे वो राष्ट्रपति भवन हो चाहे वो पॉश लोकेलिटीज हो ऑफ साउथ दिल्ली हो या फॉरेस्टेड एरियाज ऑफ साउथ दिल्ली नॉर्थ दिल्ली स्नेक्स आर फाउंड एवरीवेयर और जितने हमने रेस्क्यू किए हैं और जितने हमने देखे हैं दैट जस्ट बेसिकली शोज कि they are everywhere and even a place like Delhi which is completely developed there is no forest and things like that. So, as Madhumam said, I started working with snakes. मुझे snakes हमेशा interest थे और हमेशा काफी आप जैसे काफी लोग मतलब काफी लोगों को तो मैं जानता हूँ जो इस वेबिनार में अटेंड कर रहे हैं वो लोग भी snakes में interested हैं. And a lot of people, I always like to quote Sir David Attenborough's thought in one of the documentaries that he gave was that the snakes, usually reptiles and amphibians, एक बहुत ही primitive मतलब वो सोचते हैं बहुत ही एक डल क्रीचर है एक प्रिमिटिव है एक ऐसे मतलब रेंगता है रेंगने वाला क्रीचर है बट ऐसा नहीं है दे आर फास्ट दे आर ब्यूटिफुल दे आर अफेक्शनेट एंड दे आर वेरी सोफिस्टिकेटेड दे आर एज गुड एज अ टाइगर और एलिफेंट और a deer or a bird or a butterfly right so they are equally deserving of these names and these attributes and what makes snakes my favorite or generally everybody's favorite and snake has been there with us since childhood हमेशा हमारे साथ सांप का कुछ ना कुछ एसोसिएशन रहा है हमारी फेमस कॉमिक्स हुआ करती थी नागराज बचपन में जिन्होंने पढ़ी होगी वो सांप के बारे में थी हमारे गेम्स जो होते थे स्नेक एंड लैडर जिसको हम बोलते हैं सांप सीढ़ी वो सांप और सीढ़ियों के बारे में गेम थी। हमारे काफ़ी देवी देवता जो हैं वो सांप से एसोसिएट होते हैं। शिव जी हैं, विष्णु हैं, जिनके साथ एक सांप एसोसिएट होता है। हमारा फर्स्ट फेस्टिवल भी सांप के लिए बहुत फेमस है, नाग पंचमी, जिसमें हम बहुत खुशी से सांपों को दूध पिलाने जाते हैं, दूध में नहलाने जाते हैं। Famous profession India used to be called as a land of snake charmers because when Westerners came and saw India कि लोग ऐसे बीन बजा के एक कोबरा को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, एक कंप्लीटली हिप्नोटाइज कर सकते हैं एक स्नेक को, तो ऑफ कोर्स इंडियन स्नेक चार्मर्स वर वन ऑफ द फेमस प्रोफेशंस एंड सबने कभी ना कभी अपनी जिंदगी में देखा जरूर होगा। Famous movies, of course, lot of movies पुराने ज़माने से नए ज़माने तक, lot of movies have glorified, have vilified, have victimized, have shown snakes in good, bad light that we all know. Of course, हिंदी, इंग्लिश दोनों movies में. But है क्या स्नेक्स? स्नेक्स ना सांप सीढ़ी है, ना श्रीदेवी की कोई मूवी है, ना कोई नागराज कॉमिक्स का हीरो है। स्नेक्स क्या है? स्नेक्स क्या स्लाइमी, स्लिदरी एंड लिम्बलेस है। मतलब ये आपने देखा होगा क्या, केचुआ जिसको बोलते हैं स्नेल, ये स्लाइमी होता है, स्लिदरी होता है, लिम्बलेस होता है, मतलब हाथ पैर नहीं होते हैं। क्या सांप ये है? नहीं। सांप एक सांप रफ भी हो सकता है, राफ सांप कील्ड भी हो सकता है। बहुत लोगों को ये लगता है कि सांप बहुत ही मतलब टच करने से एकदम ही स्लाइमी होता है, चिपचिपा होता है और स्मूथ होता है। ऐसा नहीं है। सांप कैन बी रफ, सांप इज कैन बी वेरी कील्ड, जिसे कील्ड जिसे बोलते हैं, जैसे रफ अगर आप किसी आरी या सैंड पेपर को आप टच करेंगे, वो वाली फीलिंग। एंड ऑफ कोर्स दे डू नॉट हैव एक्सटर्नल लिम्स, उनके हाथ पैर नहीं होते। दे आर कोल्ड ब्लडेड। लोग कहते हैं कि सांप कोल्ड ब्लडेड है, मतलब क्या, मतलब कोई इमोशन नहीं है कि एकदम ही ठंडा, मतलब थिक स्किन्ड है, इसको कुछ नहीं आता है, ऐसा नहीं। यस, वो कोल्ड ब्लडेड मतलब उनका ये है कि उनका जो फिजियोलॉजी है वो कोल्ड ब्लडेड है। मतलब हमें जब हमें गर्मी लगती है हम स्वेट करते हैं, या हमें ठंड लगती है तो हमें शिवरिंग होती है, हमें गूस बम्स आते हैं, तो ये हम अपना बॉडी टेम्परेचर इंटरनली कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, चाहे गर्मी हो या ठंडी। रेप्टाइल्स वो नहीं कर सकते। रेप्टाइल्स में ये फिजियोलॉजिकली वो एबिलिटी नहीं होती है कि वो खुद का टेम्परेचर खुद कंट्रोल कर सके। उनको अपना टेम्परेचर कंट्रोल करने के लिए क्या चाहिए? वो या धूप में रहेंगे या छाँव में रहेंगे। अगर बहुत गर्मी लग रही है तो वो छाँव, शेड, केव किसी के नीचे चले जाके बैठ जाएँगे, या अगर ठंड का मौसम है वो लोग बास्किंग करेंगे, धूप में आके। तो मानसून के समय आप जब से आप बाहर देख रहे होंगे यूजुअली, या तो तैर रहा होगा या तो अच्छी खासी जिस दिन धूप निकलेगी वो धूप में बैठा होगा और धूप सेक रहा होगा, बिकॉज़ हीट इज़ इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर ऑल एनिमल्स टू to follow their metabolic processes, right? So that is what. Are they primitive, dull, slow, dumb-witted? मतलब बहुत ही पुराने, evolutionarily बहुत पुराने हैं, कुछ नहीं आता है और बहुत ही स्लो हैं, और मतलब ना इंटेलिजेंस है, ना कुछ अफेक्शन है। नहीं, they are very advanced, they are intelligent and they are lethally fast. Some of the snakes are very fast, some of the snakes are very intelligent and they are very advanced. ऐसे जानवर नहीं है जो uh, इतनी कठिनाइयाँ, इतने adverse conditions में they have evolved, they have survived and they have been there for so long, uh, like they have gone through everything, right? So and जैसे मैंने बोला, इंडिया में ही आप देखा होगा, इंडिया में इतने हम वी आर फ्रॉम डिफरेंट प्लेसेस, कहीं बारिश हो रही है, कहीं धूप है, कहीं पे फ्लड हो रहा है, कहीं पे ड्रॉट हो रहा है। हाँ, हमें रहने में मुश्किल हो रही है, हमें एसी चाहिए या फिर कूलर चाहिए या फिर हीटर चाहिए, कहीं पे एयर प्यूरिफायर चाहिए, कहीं पे वो चाहिए, एंड वी आर स्ट्रगलिंग टू सर्वाइव ऑन अ डेली बेसिस अक्रॉस कंट्री, राइट? बट स्नेक्स आर फाउंड एवरीवेयर। ऐसे कोई जगह नहीं है जहाँ पे नहीं मिलता है, चाहे वो कोल्डेस्ट डेजर्ट्स हो या फिर हॉटेस्ट एरियाज हो या द वेटेस्ट एरियाज हो। Snakes are found everywhere. They're very advanced that way. स्नेक चार्मर ऑफ कोर्स बोलता है कि दे डांस वेरी वेल, दे लिसन टू अ लॉट ऑफ म्यूजिक एंड दे लव मिल्क। तो इसीलिए हम नाग पंचमी में जाते हैं एक सपेरे के पास। सपेरा आता है हमारी कॉलोनी में और दिखाता है कि देखिए कैसे सांप नाच रहा है, मूवीज में दिखाता है। और ऑफ कोर्स मिल्क मिल्क दूध पिलाओ सांप को तो अच्छा रहता है, ये है वो। सांप को किसी ने अगर सांप देखा होगा या सुना होगा या फोटो देखी होगी, सांप के कान, ये एक्सटर्नल पिना जिसको हम बोलते हैं, जो हाथी के कान होते हैं, बड़े से कान होते हैं, या हमारे या मैमल्स के बड़े कान होते हैं। स्नेक्स लैक दोस एक्सटर्नल पिना, मतलब कान नहीं होते। डजंट मीन दैट उनको सुनाई नहीं देता। सुनने का अलग तरीके भी होते हैं, बट दे डोंट हैव एक्सटर्नल पिना। सो दे डोंट नो कि क्या म्यूजिक चल रहा है या कौन सा गाना चल रहा है या स्नेक चार्मर क्या गा रहा है। ऑफ कोर्स दे कैन नॉट डाइजेस्ट मिल्क ऐसे मतलब जितना आपको पता होगा, जैसे लॉजिकल चीज है। मिल्क जो एक मैमेलियन ट्रेट है, मैमल्स का, स्तनधारी जीव जिसको बोलते हैं मैमल्स, उनका एक मिल्क इज अ ट्रेट फॉर देयर चिल्ड्रन, फॉर देयर यंग वंस, जिसको मिल्क देके बच्चा जब बड़ा होता है। तो स्नेक्स हैव नो मीनिंग विथ मिल्क। उनको मिल्क दो, आप कुछ भी दो, आप उनको रूह अफ़ज़ा भी पिलाओ, तो वो उस टाइम पे इतने डिहाइड्रेटेड होते हैं, और स्नेक चार्मर इस बुरी तरीके से उनको रखा होता है कि वो जस्ट मुंह में अगर ले भी रहे हैं तो लोगों को लगता है कि वो दूध पी रहे हैं, या वो कुछ भी आप उनको पिला रहे हैं वो पी रहे हैं। यूजुअली ऐसे स्नेक आफ्टर नाग पंचमी आप देखेंगे 10-15 दिन 20 दिन में मर जाते हैं, बिकॉज उनका मिल्क की वजह से उनका डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम खराब हो जाता है, एंड दे डेवलप अल्सर्स एंड दे सून डाई। Uh, ये एक और चीज है कि थिंक दे ऑल स्नेक्स आर कंसिडर्ड एज पॉइजनस, की मतलब सांप दिखा सब बहुत डेंजरस है, सब आपको काटेगा, सब सब में जहर होता है, राइट? बट ऐसा नहीं है। स्नेक्स, देयर आर अराउंड 270 300 स्पीशीज ऑफ स्नेक्स, ऑफ व्हिच 60 आर वेनमस। एक और मिसकंसेप्शन है वेदर स्नेक्स आर वेनमस और पॉइजनस। तो उसके लिए एक जोक होता है, इफ यू बाइट द स्नेक एंड यू डाई, इफ यू बाइट द स्नेक यू डाई, स्नेक इज पॉइजनस। मतलब आप पॉइजन क्या होता है, जब आपको आपके मुंह में लेके इफ यू ईट समथिंग एंड you suffer a consequence, that's called as a poison. A venom is, it has to be injected in your blood, मतलब आपके ब्लड सिस्टम में आप या इंजेक्शन से या बाइट से जब ब्लड में आता है, that is venomous. So snakes, almost all snakes are venomous except for few species जो अब रिसेंटली लोग देख रहे हैं कि कुड बी पॉइजनस, बिकॉज उनके कुछ ग्लैंड्स होते हैं जिसमें से वो सेक्रीट करते हैं, which could be partly poisonous. So एक species for example in India it is considered poisonous, but most of them are non venomous, which means उनमें कोई जहर नहीं होता है। ऐसा नहीं है कि साल में 2 महीने उनके पास जहर होता है फिर 10 महीने नहीं होता ऐसा। ये कहानी जो है, ये स्टोरीज जो है, ये मिथ्स हैं, ये स्नेक्स के साथ ही होता है। हम कभी ये नहीं बोलते कि एक टाइगर जो है वो महीने में 1 महीना, वो भी सावन का मौसम है, अभी सावन चल रहा है, सावन पालता है, वो नॉनवेज नहीं खाता है, वो 1 महीना सिर्फ वेजिटेरियन खाता है। ऐसे कोई स्टोरी नहीं है टाइगर के बारे में, राइट? बट सांपों के बारे में है कि अच्छा 8 महीना वो जहर नहीं होता है, 4 महीना जहर होता है, तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं। इट इज लाइक एनी अदर एनिमल, एंड इफ इट डजंट हैव venom, it doesn't have venom. If it is not a venomous species, it's not a venomous species. It will never have venom in its life, right? So 60 और ऑड venomous species है। हम पुराने जमाने में उसको बिग फोर बोलते थे। ये चार आप देखेंगे, कॉमन क्रेट, स्पेक्टिकल कोबरा, सॉ स्केल वाइपर, रसल्स वाइपर, ये चार हम बिग फोर माना जाता था, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स दीज स्नेक्स हैव किल्ड अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल इन इंडिया एंड अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड। देयर आर मेनी स्टडीज, लोगों ने काफी स्टडीज की हैं, पेपर्स पब्लिश हैं कि स्नेक बाइट रिलेटेड मोर्टेलिटी गांव में, खेतों में, विलेजेस में, ऑक्यूपेशनल हजार्ड्स में कितना ज्यादा है। सो ऑफ कोर्स मैं ये कभी नहीं कहूंगा कि स्नेक कैन नॉट किल अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, इट हैज किल्ड, बट if a lot of precaution is taken and they are potentially dangerous, तो हमें केयरफुल रह के अगर हम देखते हैं तो this issue can definitely be reduced. So snakes are elongate, legless carnivores. They are not vegetarians. They are non-vegetarians. They eat other animals. They eat other living animals. They are the reptiles, the amphibians, mammals, and of course उनके पैर नहीं होते, उनकी eyelid नहीं होती, और उनके external pinna नहीं, राइट? एंड एक elongated है, तो आप सोचिए जैसे हमारे बॉडी में तो काफी जगह है, बिकॉज वी आर मैमल्स, वी आर स्टैंडिंग अपराइट, देयर इज प्लेस फॉर लंग्स, देयर इज प्लेस फॉर स्टमक, देयर इज प्लेस फॉर हार्ट, देयर इज प्लेस फॉर लिवर, किडनी, सब कुछ अच्छे से सेटिंग किया हुआ है। बट स्नेक लंबा है, ठीक है, और स्नेक का पेट भी उसी हिसाब से लंबा है। स्नेक कभी बड़ा स्नेक भी खा सकता है, बड़ा चूहा भी खा सकता है, तो एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी अकोमोडेटेड इनटू अ लॉन्ग पाइप। सो उनका एनाटॉमी बड़ा बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है। उनके सारे ऑर्गन्स ऐसे हैं कि वो थोड़े बहुत मूव कर सकते हैं जब स्टमक उनका फुल हो जाता है। अगर आपने कोई फोटो देखा हो, वीडियो देखा हो, या लाइव देखा हो किसने ने कोई दूसरा एनिमल खाया हुआ है, तो यू कैन सी दैट वो उसका पेट एकदम फूला हुआ होता है, कांट मूव एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट। सो वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग anatomy that a snake has developed over evolution. स्नेक मूवमेंट्स, डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ मूवमेंट्स होते हैं, ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ एक से स्नेक रेंगता है। तो रेंगना इज वन टाइप ऑफ मूवमेंट। दे कैन मूव इन कंसर्टिना मोशंस, दे कैन मूव इन सर्पेंटाइन मोशन, दे कैन मूव इन साइड वाइंडिंग, और दे कैन मूव रेक्टिलिनियर। रेक्टिलिनियर जो लास्ट बोल रहे हैं आप, जैसे अर्थवर्म मूव करता है ऐसे ऐसे ऐसे, उसको हम ज्यादातर रेंगना कहते हैं, बट सांप जो है वो किसी भी 4 मूवमेंट में डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्पीशीज जो है अलग अलग स्टेप का movement. They have most of the snakes have good eyesight, but not great eyesight. They are not like mammals की वो से इतने अच्छे eyesight से वो hunt कर सकें या रात में इतने अच्छे से देख सकें. Their hearing is poor, of course उनके कान नहीं है, and कान इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि they developed an ability to burrow. They developed an ability to go underground, or they developed an ability to go into small openings. और अगर यहाँ पे कान होगा तो कान में मिट्टी जाएगी या कान अटकेगा या निकल नहीं पाएगा. सो एवोल्यूशनरली ये कान उनके निकल चुके हैं. एंड उनकी हियरिंग जो है वो ज्यादातर हम बोलते हैं बोन कंडक्शन. तो हम अगर आपने कभी नोटिस किया होगा, जब आप कुछ चीजें सुन रहे हैं, एक तो आपकी आवाज कान से जाती है, दूसरी आपके बोन से भी कुछ वाइब्रेशंस जो जाती है, which your brain can sense. That is called as a bone conduction hearing, right? So some of the bone conduction hearing snakes are very good at, and that is how they can feel some movement, they can feel a prey moving around and things like that. Their strongest sense, उनका सबसे strong sense होता है smell. They can smell not through their nose, but they can smell through their tongue. सब बोलते हैं कि सांप की दो जीभ होती है, दो जीभ होती है. वो दो जीभ इसलिए होती है, it basically आपकी राइट और लेफ्ट थियरी और कुछ नहीं. वो जब जीभ बाहर निकालता है, it basically takes out senses, it takes out different sort of chemical cues, chemical cues from the surrounding कि यहाँ पे चूहा है या बर्ड है या ह्यूमन है, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट वो अपनी मूवमेंट डिसाइड करता है. अगर वो सामने टंग बाहर निकालेगा, राइट साइड पे उसको चूहा दिख रहा है, चूहे का स्मेल आ रहा है या चूहे का टेस्ट आ रहा है मुंह पे, इट गोज टुवर्ड्स राइट एंड देन कीप्स मूविंग. इट्स अ वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड ऑर्गन, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टू अंडरस्टैंड, एंड साइंटिस्ट्स आर स्टिल ट्राइंग टू फिगर आउट वो कैसे इतने डायनामिकली वो प्रोसेस करते हैं. हीट सेंसिंग, सम ऑफ द पिट वाइपर्स जो हम बोलते हैं, लकीली दिल्ली में नहीं मिलता है, बट सम ऑफ द पिट वाइपर्स जो वेस्टर्न घाट्स के नॉर्थ ईस्ट फॉरेस्ट में, डीप वेट फॉरेस्ट में, एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट में मिलते हैं, दे हैव सम सेंस ऑफ हीट विच दे कैन, मतलब आप किसी अगर एक गर्म एनिमल है, मैमल्स आर गर्म, दे आर हॉट ब्लडेड इन दैट सेंस, सो दे कैन फील दैट हीट in their prey and they can locate that prey very easily. So they are carnivorous predators. They can hunt, which is basically किसी को chase करके पकड़ना. They can have stealth, मतलब वो छुप के बैठे रहेंगे और एक जगह पे बैठे रहेंगे जहां से दूसरा एनिमल आएगा तब पकड़ेंगे. या ambush, वो एक पेड़ पे लटकते रहेंगे. They see a bird, they see a small mammal, they will catch it. Fangs and venom, they are basically a normal teeth which is modified to be an injection. अगर आपने किसी ने इंजेक्शन का नीडल कभी पास से देखा होगा, it's a thin needle with a small opening at the end, right? And वो नीडल जब आप घुसाते हैं, सिरिंज जब करते हैं, तो उसमें से वो आपकी दवाई उसमें से जाती है. So a fang is basically that, and there is a small gland where the venom is made, uh, and this is only venomous species, not non-venomous species. Of course, बहुत सारे species में ऐसा होता है, किसी के फैंग आगे होते हैं, किसी के पीछे होते हैं, किसी के बीच में होते हैं, किसी के retractable होते हैं, किसी के fixed होते हैं. वो different species के अलग-अलग चीज होते हैं. नॉन वेनमस स्नेक, जिस स्नेक में अगर जहर नहीं है, तो वो किसी प्रे को कैसे मारेगा? दे ऑफन यूज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज कंस्ट्रिक्शन. ये हम अजगर बोलते हैं, पाइथन बोलते हैं, तो ये कंस्ट्रिक्ट करके मारता है. तो ये लोग बोल देते हैं कि इसने पूरी हड्डियां तोड़ दी, या रिब तोड़ दिया, या एक आदमी का पूरा, या एक प्रे का पूरा निचोड़ दिया उसको. ऐसा नहीं होता. बेसिकली ये दम घोटना जिसको बोलते हैं, एस्फिक्सिएशन, मतलब ये आपका ब्रीदिंग रोक सकता है. ये इतना कंस्ट्रक्शन, इतना प्रेशर नहीं होता कि आपका रिब केज टूट जाएगा या एक प्रे का रिब केज टूट के पूरा क्रश हो जाएगा. बट बेसिकली हम जब ब्रीथ करते हैं तो हमारा रिब केज एक्सपैंड होता है, लंग्स एक्सपैंड होते हैं और हम एयर अंदर लेते हैं. तो कंस्ट्रिक्शन क्या करता है, ये इसको रोक देता है. ठीक है, तो अजगर जब रोकेगा, आप टाइट से रोकेगा, तो यू आर अनेबल टू ब्रीथ, एंड धीरे धीरे यू आर बेसिकली आउट ऑफ ब्रेथ, एंड दैट्स हाउ अ प्रे डाइज. And of course they swallow a prey whole. They don't do what is called as mastication, जो हम लोग करते हैं, मतलब चबाना, खाने को चबाना जो है. Reptiles don't masticate, they can't do that, so they consume a whole, the prey whole, पूरा खा लेते हैं, and उनका body acids और body enzymes जो है वो किसी भी एनिमल को डाइजेस्ट कर लेते हैं. सांप रहते कहाँ हैं? जैसे कॉमन में ऑफ कोर्स बरोस, वाटर, ट्री, टर्माइट माउंड्स, रॉक. they don't make the burrows, उनके पास हाथ पैर नहीं है कि they dig. Some snakes can dig to an extent but not that good. But basically वो लोग क्या करते हैं, अगर चूहे का बिल है वहाँ उसमें घुस के चूहे को खा लिया, उस बिल में रह लिया, या एक एंट हिल है, टर्माइट माउंड है, तो उसमें जाके वो लोग रह लिया. बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, कैन स्नेक्स लिव समवेयर एल्स? कहीं और रह सकते हैं सांप? सांप रह सकते हैं घरों में, लोगों के घर के बाहर, लोगों के घर के अंदर, लोगों के गार्डन में, लोगों के बेडरूम में. आप जहाँ जहाँ, वॉशिंग मशीन में, स्कूटर में, गाड़ी में, बहुत ऐसी जगह हैं जहाँ सांप रह सकते हैं. तो मैं डिटेल में नहीं जाऊंगा व्हाट इज अर्बन इकोलॉजी एंड अर्बन थिंग, बट हम we all will agree that we are living in an urban environment. हम अर्बनाइज्ड हैं, मतलब हमारी सिटीज है जहाँ पे हाई डेंसिटी है, लोग रहते हैं, बिल्डिंग्स बहुत सारी हैं, छोटा छोटा फॉरेस्ट पैच है, गार्डन पैच है, एंड ग्रीन स्पेसेस है. एंड हम सोचते हैं कि हमने ऐसे पूरा डेवलपमेंट बना दिया, इसका मतलब सारे जानवर खत्म हो गए. नहीं, देयर आर एनिमल्स दैट सर्वाइव इन दी स्मॉल स्मॉल ग्रीन पैचेस. वो चाहे हो सकता है आपका एक गार्डन हो, या पीछे पार्क हो, या पीछे फॉरेस्ट हो. और these green spaces basically allow some species, some animals, including snakes, to survive and thrive very well. And when you study the their behavior, their distribution, वो कैसे रह रहे हैं, क्या खा रहे हैं, how are they surviving, and things like that, that is where urban ecology comes in. There is a term which we call it as synurbanization. Synurbanization is basically this entire ability of an animal, एक एनिमल को एक अर्बनाइज्ड एनवायरनमेंट में जो हैबिटेट में थोड़ा थोड़ा कम हैबिटेट्स अवेलेबल हैं उसमें अडेप्ट कर रहा हो, उसको सिनर्बाइजेशन, मतलब वो एक सिंक्रनी में है उस अर्बनाइजेशन हैबिटेट में. और ऐसे बहुत सारे एनिमल्स हैं. सो और क्यों क्यों सिनर्बाइजेशन इंपॉर्टेंट है? आप सोचेंगे यार सब एनिमल जंगल क्यों नहीं भाग जाते? ठीक है, जंगल में भी सारी इतनी जगह नहीं है. एंड फॉर एग्जांपल दिल्ली में कोई जंगल नहीं है. अगर आप सोचें कि सारे all the animals, all the snakes, all the birds will run away to say या सोलाभाटी वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी, तुगलकाबाद वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी उस तरफ, या फिर नॉर्थ में जो छोटे छोटे फॉरेस्ट हैं, दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. सो those who survive will, those who are fit, those who adapt, those who evolve to such things will survive longer and will remain there, will breed, will increase in population. So it is important for them to adapt to these changes. अगर वो adapt नहीं करते हैं तो मर जाएगा. हमारे पास हैबिटेट है, बट इसका मतलब ये नहीं यहाँ पे हम दिल्ली में हम हाथी देख पाएंगे, राइट? वाइल्ड में हाथी हमें नहीं मिलेगा, बिकॉज they were never here possibly, and they don't have that big an habitat in a place like Delhi where they can survive. But there are leopards, there are jackals, there are hyenas, there are birds, there are snakes in Delhi, right? So and as I said, सांप ही ऐसा स्पीशी नहीं है जो सिनरबाइज्ड है, राइट? देयर आर मैमल्स. आपने अगर कहीं पढ़ा होगा, जैसे यूरोप में मेन इशू है फॉक्सेस. वो फॉक्सेस लंदन और ये एरियाज में, अच्छे खासे डेवलप्ड एरियाज लाइक लंदन, the foxes are thriving very well, they are breeding, they are surviving very well. They on किस पे survive कर रहे हैं? They are surviving on garbage dumps, they are surviving on dustbins. लोग बाहर रखते हैं, they are doing very well, they are adapting to it. मंगूस आपने सबने देखा होगा कहीं ना कहीं बाहर, घर के बाहर कभी कभी क्रॉस करते हुए. मंगूस इज अनदर एग्जांपल. माउस, ऑफ कोर्स हम घर के बाहर चूहा देखते हैं, हमें पता भी नहीं, चूहा हो, श्रू हो, मोल हो, हम बोलते हैं चूहा आ गया है घर में, चूहा आ गया. तो चूहा क्या है? वाइल्ड लाइफ है. चूहा इज अ, देयर आर डिफरेंट स्पीशीज ऑफ rodents, in fact a lot of species of rodents that are surviving in and across in and around urban environments like that. सिमिलरली बर्ड्स, ऐसे फोटोज आपने बहुत देखे होंगे, एक मैना नेस्ट कर रहा है स्ट्रीट लैम्प पे, या बर्ड्स ने नेस्ट किया है सीलिंग में, आउल्स नेस्ट कर रहे हैं किसी फॉल सीलिंग के अंदर, वल्चर्स रह रहे हैं किसी किसी बिल्डिंग के. तो ये बर्ड्स अडेप्ट कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि अगर अडेप्ट ना कर पाए तो कहाँ जाए. सो कमिंग टू द मेन टॉपिक, या सो snakes in Delhi. जब मैं दिल्ली बोल रहा हूँ मतलब it is Delhi NCR. We're talking about around 15, 18 species, 20 species that are there. And recorded में दो ही venomous species हैं. There are only two, possibly three, but commonly two venomous species. दो सांप जो जहरीले सांप हैं दिल्ली में मिलते हैं out of 50. And why they are in Delhi? Of course, बहुत सारे चूहे हैं, lot of prey, lot of lizards, lot of insects, etc. There's a lot of hiding place. बहुत सारे पार्क बनाए हैं, बहुत सारे गार्डन्स हैं, बहुत गराज है, बहुत क्लटर है। हम हमेशा जब भी व्हेन आई गिव दिस टॉक और व्हेन आई गिव एन अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम, आई ऑलवेज से कि सबके घरों में इंक्लूडिंग मेरे घर में और जितने भी ये लोग अटेंड कर रहे हैं उनके घरों में एक एक कॉर्नर रहेगा घर का जिसमें हम सब सामान डाल के रख देते हैं, अनयूज्ड सामान और थिंग्स दैट वी डोंट यूज और थिंग्स आर नॉट इन यूज फॉर अ व्हाइल, या एक्स्ट्रा है, या मतलब सब समर में यूज करने वाली चीजें, विंटर चल रहा है, तो ऐसा ऐसा एक कोना होगा, उस कोने में हमने सारी चीजें डाल रखी। एंड दीज कॉर्नर्स आर वेरी गुड हाइडिंग स्पॉट फॉर स्नेक्स। वर्चुअली नो प्रेडेटर, दे हैव सो मच स्पेस हियर, ऐसा कोई प्रेडेटर नहीं है जो स्नेक को खाता हो। अर्बन एंक्रोचमेंट, मे बी यस वी एंटर्ड देयर हैबिटेट, पहले यहाँ जंगल था और हम आ गए एंड स्नेक्स आर जस्ट रिमेनिंग। सो कौन से स्नेक्स मिलते हैं जो कॉमन स्नेक होते हैं? सो इंडियन रैट स्नेक जिसको चेकर्ड कीलबैक, रॉयल स्नेक, वुल्फ स्नेक, सैंड बोआस, पाइथन, कुकरी, कैट स्नेक, ब्लाइंड स्नेक। और वेनमस में जो जहरीले हैं वो दो कॉमन स्पीशीज जो मिलती हैं आपकी, वो है इंडियन कोबरा, स्पेक्टिकल्ड कोबरा जिसको बोलते हैं, जो जिसको मैं मतलब सांपों में शाहरुख खान बोलता हूँ कि आप जब भी सांप बोलोगे यू व्हाट यू इमेजिन इज अ स्पेक्टिकल कोबरा, व्हाट एवरीबॉडी वुड हैव सीन, व्हाट एवरीबॉडी नोज और signifies snake is a snake with a hood, फन लगा फन लेके बैठा हुआ वाला स्नेक, दैट इज a spectacled cobra, and common क्रेप जिसको हिंदी में बहुत डिफरेंट नाम है। और इंटरेस्टिंग ये है, आप दिल्ली में भी जाएंगे तो दिल्ली एनसीआर, आप हरियाणा साइड जाएं या यूपी साइड जाएं, सब उसको अलग अलग बोलते हैं, अलग अलग नाम बोलते हैं, बट कुछ कुछ उनके हैबिटेट्स के हिसाब से होता है, कुछ उनके कलर के हिसाब से होता है, तो ऐसे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट। ये दिल्ली का मैप है, दिल्ली एनसीआर जिसको जिसको सीन दिल्ली, देयर इज अ यमुना व्हिच roughly divides Delhi into two halves, two halves sort of a thing, and there is north, east, south, east, west. And what we studied is basically the snakes that are found in this regions, right? So कौन से snake rescue हो रहे हैं, किनके घरों से rescue हो रहे हैं, we recorded all these things. The small green patches you see are the small forested areas, small patches of forest protected areas that are still there in India, in Delhi. Of course, छोटे छोटे parks हैं वो आपको इस map में दिखेंगे नहीं, but so you can imagine ये इतना बड़ा जो patch है, which is a large forest as compared to the overall place. Uh, this is something what we do in something called as GIS. ठीक है, तो ये बेसिकली एक सैटेलाइट इमेजरी है किसी भी एरिया का, which divides the area into different classes, कि कितना एरिया इसमें आपका बिल्टअप है, बिल्टअप मतलब कितने बिल्डिंग्स हैं, रोड्स हैं, कितना ओपन है, कितना एग्रीकल्चर है, कितना वाटर है, कितना स्क्रब। तो यू कैन सी दिस इज दिल्ली का सेम मैप, एंड कितना रेड है, रेड इज बिल्ट अप, and 38%, close to 39% of Delhi is built up. Of course, it's an urban city, it's a metro, it's the capital of India, and it is largely built up. East में भी है, central में भी है, towards थोड़ा west and southwest थोड़ा सा फिर भी greenery है. Of course, there are a lot of open areas. There is still agriculture, considerable agriculture on the west. There are some water bodies, there are some scrub forests, and that is how the classes are. So अब naturally somebody would imagine कि अच्छा ये जो forest लग रहा है या agriculture लग रहा है या maybe open हो लग रहा है, वहीं सब सांप मिलेंगे, ये लाल लाल में built up areas में where would the snakes be survive? But interestingly, as we go ahead, we'll see where the snakes are. These are different species, and you can see kitna unke proportion of rescues, how many snakes were rescued in across one year period, and you can see ki cobra is one of the most commonest snake rescue. ठीक है, तो मतलब it is a venomous snake. It is found in very commonly, and it is there. It is followed by two other snakes, which are rat snakes and wolf snakes. और rat snake में अभी आगे जो फोटो दिखाऊंगा, it looks little bit like spectacle cobra, and that's why a lot of people mistake it as a cobra, and they either kill it or they just are scared of it much more than they should have been. Wolf snake बहुत छोटे सांप हैं, and usually घरों के अंदर buildings में and walls में निकलते हैं, and they,
who has a bull snake.
sorry,
I know a person who has a bull snake.
okay, great. Right. So yeah, so rat snake, cobra, bull snake, of course, and मैं जैसे बता रहा था कुछ, I'm just briefly talking about some of the species आपने देखा होगा photo. And Indian rat snake, it's a non-venomous snake, उसमें जहर नहीं होता है, and it's not a venomous snake. It is one of the commonest snake that is found all over India. uh, it feeds on mice, it feeds on frogs, mendak, chuhe, geckos, choti chipkali, and chote birds. They're very fast, and they are considered as a friend of the farmer because the amount of its name is rat snake, right? It's not called as some snake; it's called as rat snake. Why is it called as rat snake? Does it look like a rat? No, it doesn't look like a rat. It is not a rat-looking animal or doesn't sound like a rat, but it consumes the maximum number of rats any snake could consume its lifetime. In that sense, it's for its body size, for its life expectancy, and that is why it protects farmers जिनका grain loss होता है, जिनका farmers are including us. अगर हमारा grain, अगर farmers grain नहीं कर पाए तो we won't get the grain. So these are found in agricultural patches, in houses, in areas where there are a lot of rodents, and they are very common snake. They can be as big as 12 feet. Sorry for the spelling mistake. It's 12 feet, and they can be very, very long. And Delhi, maybe would have got it maybe 7 feet, 8 feet long, very fast, very difficult to handle, and very beautiful, very different colors you get. And being the most commonest, they also killed the most common. They have something like stitches in the mouth. ये क्यों important है? Because a lot of snake charmers use this kind of a thing on any other snake, and ये rat snake है, नाग पंचमी है, ये है, वो है, फलाना है, ऐसा है. So they use such things on rat snake. It's a very beautiful looking snake. The next species is another very common water snake, which is called as a checkered keelback. It's a non-venomous snake. It doesn't have venom in it. जहर नहीं होता है, but it's very aggressive. It bites if you handle, especially जो rescuers होते हैं या कोई by mistake उसको पकड़ने जा रहा है, तो it does bite. And because it lives in water, it eats a lot of frogs and small fish, etc., etc. And उनके दांत इस तरीके से बने होते हैं ताकि चीजें उसके मुंह से slip ना हो. Right, so what we call it as recurvated, curved and recurvated, in sense कि जब वो दांत है उसके ऐसे टेढ़े and छोटे 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 दांत होते हैं. Right, so it is like a saw, it is like an आरी जो एक प्रे को पकड़ती है और पकड़ के उसको छोड़ती नहीं. So when it, of course, it bites, it gives a lot of it makes you bleed a lot in that sense. And it has a very different smell, again very commonly rescued, and very fast as well. And they're not too long. Delhi में you will get close to 3 feet, 4 feet, and monsoon में ही आपको commonly दिखेंगे. ये literally हम लोग मतलब मजाक में बोलते थे कि आप गटर खोलेंगे, कोई भी कॉलोनी का गटर हो या कोई भी हो, एंड थोड़ा सा आप ढूंढेंगे तो उसमें आपको एक मिल जाए. ये इतने कॉमन हमारे गटरों में. और बिकॉज मानसून्स में ये गटर ओवरफ्लो हो जाती है कभी, या हमारे छोटे छोटे कनाल्स जो ओवरफ्लो हो जाते हैं, उसमें से ये कभी कभी निकल के आके ड्राई एरिया में आपको बहुत बार दिखते हैं. Most of the snakes, when you find, they will be coiled up somewhere, they'll be hiding somewhere because they are trying to uh, trust me. आप एक सांप को देख के जितना डरते हैं, सांप उससे 10 गुना ज्यादा डर चुका है आपको देख के. और आपने सांप देखा भी नहीं होगा, सांप ने आपको 10 मिनट पहले ही देख लिया. ठीक है. So and the snake is trying to basically run away from you as fast as possible because you are a bigger predator for the snake than snake can be. Another common species which is very it's a relatively rare species, और ये एक ऐसा सांप है जो नॉर्दर्न इंडिया में मिलता है और दिल्ली में बहुत कॉमनली मिलता है. इसको रॉयल डायडम स्नेक कहते हैं. राइट, इतना ब्यूटीफुल स्नेक, ऑरेंज कलर with black spots and black head, rough, nice, long, 6-7 feet long, non-venomous again, and they're found in dry areas आपके वेस्ट दिल्ली, जहाँ पे थोड़ा सा रेती टाइप का इलाका है, वहाँ पे they're very quick and but they run away very quickly. And इनका एक ब्यूटी ये है कि they look completely different when they are young as compared to when they are adult. They have different stages. They are the same snake. ये जब छोटा है, बच्चा है, can you see the color? It has brown spots, it has light color and things like that. When it becomes an adult, it is a completely black head, orange color body with black spots. In Rajasthan, where also it is found, it is called as a Rajat Bansi. Right, so it's such a beautiful looking snake that is found, and it is found in Delhi. Very commonly, it is found in Delhi. We've got many such cases that we used to get in Delhi itself. Indian wolf snake, and this is also a relatively common snake. छोटा सांप होता है, 3-4 फीट का सांप होता है, घरों में निकलता है. लोगों के वॉशिंग मशीन में भी निकल निकल सकता है, स्कूटर में भी निकल सकता है. दे आर वेरी गुड climbers. They are we I remember we rescuing a wolf snake even on the 11th story in some house or 10th story in a house. So for a snake 3 feet to climb on a third 11th story 10th story or come, it's a huge feat by itself. And they are very quick. They eat geckos जो आपकी छिपकली होती है. और आप ये थोड़ी ये आपको रात में कभी कभार दिखेंगे, something shining, maybe standing, maybe stuck behind a door and things like that. When handled they bite very aggressively. They but when I say they bite very aggressively, doesn't mean कि आपको आप पीछा करके they will bite. Only people who are handling the snake sometimes, or when we are rescuing the snake, or when we're catching the snake, or we're inadvertently going and picking up a snake, they will bite. So it is important to know that they sometimes little. It is more than aggression. It is more of a self-defense, right? And it's a very typical pattern: coffee colored, small black brown splotches on it, and chota sa. ये एक और स्नेक है जो ड्राई एरिया रेगिस्तान में मिलता है, जिसको बहुत लोगों ने सपेरों के पास देखा होगा. अब दिल्ली में तो कम देखने मिलता है. पहले सब अगर आप भंडारा रोड, राष्ट्रपति भवन, वो एरिया जाएंगे तो देयर विल बी स्नेक चार्मर्स विद द स्नेक इन देयर हैंड who will put it in your car or who will make you touch it and say that you have to give money. And दो मुआ सांप उसको बोलते हैं, दो मुआ सांप, दो मुई सांप, because if you see the head and the tail, they look like two heads. It doesn't have a very characteristic snake tail. It doesn't have a long tapering tail. It has a very blunt tail. एंड लोगों का ये कहना होता है कि ये सांप 6 महीना यहाँ से चलता है और 6 महीना वहां से चलता है. as I said earlier, ऐसे ऐसे स्टोरीज हम किसी और एनिमल के लिए नहीं बनाते. वी डोंट से कि हाथी 6 महीना मतलब एक पैर एक कान यूज करता है, फिर दूसरा कान यूज करता है, फिर सूंड. ऐसा हम ये ऐसे कहानी, ये जो है मिथ, ये कभी सपेरों ने बनाए, कभी मिथ्स में आए. एंड और किसी ने देख लिया होगा इस सांप को उल्टा चलते हुए, राइट? यानी सांप उल्टा चल लेता है. क्यों चलता है? बिकॉज ये बरोइंग स्नेक है, ये गड्ढों में रहता है, ये मिट्टी के नीचे छुपा रहता है. तो आप ये सोचिए, अगर इफ अ स्नेक गोज इनसाइड अ स्मॉल बरो, राइट, हाउ विल इट कम आउट? इट हैज टू कम आउट बैक. देयर इज नो वे दैट इट हैज स्पेस टू टर्न पाएगा. इट इज लाइक रिवर्सिंग अ गाड़ी. व्हेन इफ यू आर रिवर्सिंग अ गाड़ी, इट डजंट मीन दैट कि आप यू आर ड्राइव यू आपकी कार 6 महीने उल्टे चलती है और 6 महीने सीधे चलती है, राइट? सो इट इज अ मिसकंसेप्शन. इट्स अ ह्यूज मिथ. एंड उस मिथ को वो लोग मिसयूज भी कर लेते हैं. हाउ दे मिसयूज इज दैट कभी कभार सपेरे क्या करते हैं, दे यूज सम हॉट रॉड, दे यूज अ हॉट स्क्रू ड्राइवर एंड दे मेक स्मॉल होल्स ऑन द टेल. दे बर्न द टेल लिटिल बिट एंड से कि देखो 6 महीने पहले उसका आंख उधर था, या कान उधर था, या नाक उधर था, व्हाटएवर एक्सेप्ट. दे आर वेरी docile. In my 13-14 years of work with snakes and working with so many people in India, I know only 2 or 3 people who have been ever bitten by a red sand boa, right? So they're very docile snakes. They don't bite. They're very calm, and that is why they are snake charmer ka favorite, because they can easily handle it. They don't need to do anything. Right? Okay. They are orangish red, and this is a young one of a red sand boa. उनके ऐसे black tips दिखते हैं. Can you see the tail, which is very similar to the head? And that's an adaptation for the snake, because जब predator कोई bird को attack करने आता है, it can hide its head, and the bird or the predator basically attacks the tail without harming anything on it, and the bird or the animal gets confused कि कुछ हो. उसी का एक क्लोज कजन, रेड सैंड बोआ का एक क्लोज कजन, which is a common sand boa, which is also the same family as sort of same as they called a sand boas, right? And इसको ये भी स्नेक चार्मर्स का काफी कॉमन नहीं मिलता है, बिकॉज लोग इसको अजगर, दे लुक लाइक पाइथन्स. कैन यू सी their photo? They look like pythons. They are python जैसा face, but they're again small, very slow, and desert dwelling, and they are killed for their skin. Both red sand boa and common sand boa, दिवाली के टाइम पे स्किन, पैसा आएगा, ये आएगा, वो आएगा, lot of myths around it. And none of it is true. Definitely none of it is true. And they are just myths that have been circulated by people, which are endangering these animals and endangering their population in the wild, right? Then of course there is python, ajgar जिसको बोलते हैं. We don't get anacondas in India. So a lot of people again say कि anaconda देख लिया. Anaconda India में नहीं मिलता है. What we get is python, and इंडिया में 2 टाइप का पाइथन्स मिलता है, एंड थर्ड टुवर्ड्स द कोस्ट, इंडियन रॉक पाइथन एंड बर्मीज रॉक पाइथन, Burmese python. Again, non-venomous, and they can grow up to 25 feet. 20. We've got about 19 feet, 20 feet snake next to the DND once, and it's a huge snake. वो सिर्फ कुछ नहीं, वो basking कर रहा था, वो यमुना से चल के, and अच्छे से it was just basking in the sun. Big guy. And we've got many other longer ones in different areas of JNU and things like that. Again, non-venomous, and it feeds on lot of rodents, small mammals, and even small birds. I said they constrict. They basically वो दम घोट के मारता है. It doesn't allow you to breathe, and it found in gardens, trees, farmlands. This snake is unlikely to be seen in an area like completely built up, but it largely loves open areas, loves a lot of water, garden, and things like that. Again, poached for its skin, poached for by snake charmers, also for show. So this is also one snake. Then some other snakes such as kukri, उनका दांत कुकरी जैसे नेपाली कुकरी जो होता है, नेपाली कर्व नाइफ उसके जैसे होता है, common kukri. Then common cat snake, relatively rare, and you will find common cat snakes usually in good forested areas, Delhi Cant, etc. Their eyes are like cat, and they are nocturnal. मतलब वो रात में they hunt, and hence they are very thin pupils that you can see. I'll come to that. And they are always mistaken with another venomous species, which is basically called as a saw-scaled viper. Right, a saw-scaled viper is a venomous species. Yeah, so they're always confused with venomous species like saw-scaled viper, and that which luckily Delhi mein very rare and been sighted only once or twice or thrice in certain areas. So luckily that is safe. Blind snake is, I think, one of the most commonest snake that people don't even know about. In the sense, it is there in every gamla, in every garden, every mitti that you dig up, and you will find, and you will most likely mistake it as an earthworm. आप सोचेंगे ये earthworm है, इसे छोड़ देंगे, but ये छोटा सा सांप होता है. It's like 17 centimeter Brahmini blind snake. It's called as blind snake because it basically lives his entire life underground in the soil and feeding on small ant larvae and things and maggots and etc. Right. Any time you dig up a soil and you find something like an earthworm, it there could be a likelihood that it's a blind snake. If you see it closely, अगर आप पास से जाके देखेंगे, earthworm में you will see rings on the body. You will see rings, and in case of a blind snake, what you see is scales. You can see very tiny, small scales, and of course they don't move like an earthworm. They will move like a snake. They will be very fast. They're not slimy, and they will move very fast, and they are completely harmless. They don't do anything. Maximum they do is control the pests that are there in your garden and reduce the number of ants.
Are they handleable?
Can we take the questions a little at the end of it? That's okay.
Yeah, we will take the questions at the end of the session, not right now.
I'll quickly finish so that we have time for that.
Yeah,
5 minutes. Okay. That should be done. Okay. Cobra, of course, I say Shah Rukh Khan of snakes, brand ambassador of snakes. Everybody knows what a cobra looks like, and it has a fun. It is venomous. It lifts the hood when it provoked. It is a sign. It's a show of danger. I am dangerous. Don't come close to me, and things like that. Right. So it doesn't. The Indian species don't throw venom at you, except for a few species up the east, or they don't come chasing behind you like people say, or they will not have a photographic memory of you and they will hunt you down wherever you are. Things like that don't come there because the movies, because the myths, they have been there. They are of course commonly found with snake charmers because they can do this. They can lift a hood, and basically what they do when they play the instrument, when they play the flute, the snake is not dancing to the tune. Snake को गाने पे नहीं चल रहा है. Snake basically move कर रहा है उस movement पे. अगर आपने देखा होगा, anytime a snake charmer is moving his flute. When it moves, it's just the snake following a prey. जैसे अभी I'm keeping an eye on the animal so that it looks as if it is dancing. You play any song to it and make this movement, the snake will basically sway to that. It is called as spectacled. You you have a spectacle, you have monocle, you have Asian, you have king cobra. But spectacle basically looks like Gandhi ji ka chashma. That's what when we say it's small two spectacles that are there. However, in Delhi, you get a very dark color. You may or may not see this spectacle, and it's the same species. It's just a different morphological feature. That is there. Another venomous snake is the common krait. It's very venomous. It's considered it has of course is most one of the most potent venoms that way, neurotoxic venom, and it's also found in Delhi. Interestingly, we found the snake only during a few months in Delhi when it's becoming colder and colder. That is September, October. We used to get more records of common kraits in Delhi, and they are very shy. They are completely nocturnal. The reason that the snake is not found or seen by a lot of people is because they are completely nocturnal. They won't come out in the day unless they are disturbed or things like that. And a lot of people don't see it, but they are potentially dangerous. They can bite. They are black. They have white spots. Some snakes may look like this, but they are not. They have very different head features and things like that. As I said, I use the terms as nocturnal, diurnal, crepuscular. So you can see what time the animals were active. You can see that cobra was active throughout the day, or this is basically the time when the animal was found or captured or rescued and things like that. Right. So a lot of snake species you can see, for example, krait when I'm talking about, were either completely nocturnal or crepuscular. It's early morning or late evening. You would see them. Cobra was throughout the day, but largely during daytime. That is why it was again rescued more because दिन में लोग घूम रहे हैं, दिन में people are around and they can see the snake very commonly. Seasonal, as Madhuman was saying in the beginning, that monsoon is there and a lot of snakes, and you can see this within just in here. The number of cases during monsoon is very high. You get a lot of cases in monsoon, also to an extent in autumn, summer, winter. Winter, as I said, snakes are cold-blooded, poikilothermic. They don't go into hibernation, but they sort of go into a dormancy period during winter. Winter में उनकी activity कम हो जाती है because इतना ठंड है, धूप नहीं है. But many times you will see a lot of snakes, large-bodied snakes like pythons, etc., basking in winters on the main road. Or snakes कहाँ सबसे ज़्यादा मिलते हैं? When I showed the Delhi का map, there was southwest, etc. So you can see the number of proportions. Snakes are distributed everywhere. Mainly, of course, South Delhi is quite a high number because there are still more green areas, more green spaces, urban spaces that are in South Delhi to an extent as compared to other places, and hence more species. Now, basically, these sort of graphs, no need to go into technicality, but to explain one thing is that, like for example, from the center now, anybody knows what is center of Delhi? What is the zero milestone of Delhi? It is Rajghat. Rajghat is considered as a zero milestone. So any distance that is calculated from or to Delhi is Rajghat. So from Rajghat, say for example, if you draw different radius and see how many snakes are found in how much, you can see that within a kilometer, 10 kilometer, 15-kilometer radius, there are a lot of snakes found within Delhi, right? And different species are distributed differently. I will come to that. Now, some of the map that I showed you earlier, Delhi ka jisme built up hai, green hai. This is, I'm not sure whether you can see these yellow dots. These yellow dots are basically locations where we have rescued, we have got spectacled cobra. You can see how many areas are in the built up areas, not as much in the green areas, not possibly because nobody sighted in forest cobras, or they are thriving very, very well in such urban areas. When it comes to common wolf snake, you can see again which areas they are found, and again they are overlapping the built-up areas. They are overlapping areas where there are a lot of buildings, a lot of houses, and things like that. Rat snake, very similar pattern to cobras, again found across a lot of built-up areas. Kraits, as I said, rare entity, and you can see they're largely distributed in only two regions, which is the northern region and to the southern region. Right? They have not found that much in the east or the west, and things like that. So coming to conclusion, of course, these are all largely scientific conclusions to an extent that snakes are there in Delhi NCT. They are occupying different habitats in Delhi. There are rare species like black-headed snake, royal snake, etc. They also have circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is आप रात को सोते हैं और दिन में उठते हैं. You sleep at night and you wake up in the day. That is a rhythm that humans follow. Some snakes are active in the night and some sleep in the day. That is their circadian rhythm. So because of our artificial lighting, our street lights, etc., for some species the rhythm gets changed because there is no clear distinction of night and day. It's bright all the time, and sometimes in a house it's dark all the time. So they have response. They have also altered their rhythms based on this. Moderate urbanization, etc., has sustained some snakes in Delhi. Now, the most important thing, what do you do when a snake comes? I think most of the people would be here to know this key. एक सांप दिखे तो क्या करें? Should we kill it? Should we call? Should they call me? Should they call other organizations? Whoever it is, any snake rescuer. So most importantly, you don't panic. Don't be calm. Don't go and try and kill the snake. Don't try and catch the snake. If it is inside a room, keep the doors open. Usually the snake will move out on its own. Keep a light on. If you have called any rescuer, if you have called for help, they will come. You monitor the snake when it is moving. Do not try to force the snake somewhere. झाड़ू से मार दो या दूर लगा दो. वो मत नहीं करना है. Do not try to catch the snake, even if you know it's a non-venomous snake. If you were following me in some of the presentations, I said a lot of non-venomous snakes bite very badly. They bite very aggressively, and you can bleed a lot. And sometimes yeah, people may mistake that you have been bitten by a venomous snake, right? So don't handle unless there is a handler, unless you have worked with snakes and things like that. Remember, killing a snake is a serious offense, and some of the species are as protected as tiger. If you kill a python, you may well be basically prosecuted in a manner that you killed a tiger in India, which is the national animal of India, right? So most of the snakes, almost all of the snakes, are protected under the law. So do not try and kill, or if you know your security guard or your jamadar or your janitor or anybody is trying to kill, ask them not to kill, ask them to stay back, ask them to keep. And a lot of times I know in colonies and societies, they will just see it in a garden, they will just see it in a park and they would want to do something. No, the snake has been always there. You just saw it. They will say that हमारे बच्चे खेलते हैं यहाँ पे and उनको खतरा है. The snakes have nothing to do against your bachas. They don't have any problem with your bachas or with anybody else. If you follow precautions, the snake will usually go off. It will go, and it's just a few months of this monsoon season that we need to be careful of. Snake bite, I'm not going to do detail, but the only known treatment for a snake bite is anti-venom, which is available in hospitals. There's no reason for you to buy and keep anti-venom at home. There's no point because you can't administer it. आपको एक hospital में, and all rural hospitals, government hospitals, private hospitals, most of the private hospitals have anti-venom stock in their hospital. So go to the hospital without panicking. Tell them what snake. If you have a photo, आजकल smartphone का ज़माना है, people take photos. Take the photo, show it to them. Usually it will be a non-venomous snake. Even if it's a venomous snake, it can be something called as a dry bite, which means snake had bit you, but it did not release the venom in you. And you don't have to basically panic on that. Threats, roadkill, snake charmers, habitat destruction. Of course, as I said, they are all protected again under the law. So you have to be very, very careful there. Schedule 1, Schedule 2, Schedule 4, Schedule 1 is like tiger. If you kill a python or a monitor lizard, you may be prosecuted for the same. So thank you. I think that is my presentation. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek. It was quite an informative session. I mean, I had so many doubts about snakes since we work in a farm. There have been times when snakes have been spotted, and the instant reaction of a Mali was always to bring a stick and kill it. But now I also understand the reason why they were doing that was also because they had no information that there are snake rescuers also that can be called. So I guess that's one important thing that I'm going to do after this. Not just my Mali, but Malis around my area. And if there is also a list of such rescuers, that also I think I can share with RWA. Now I can see there are people who have questions. So is it okay if we start taking questions, Abhishek? Great. So
Abhishek, please
Yeah,
unmute.
sorry. I've just,
so we have first question by Anaya. Also, she's one of our students. So, and she's very, very interested in snakes.
Okay.
Every time she comes to the farm, she and her sister talk a lot about snakes. So and I have also received some personal messages on chat. So I'll share
Okay.
those also with you. Yes, Anaya. Anaya, unmute and say.
Yeah, okay. Hi. So recently we'd gone to near Nainital and we'd seen a snake there and I have pictures and we were wondering because we searched up and we couldn't find the species and
Okay.
I really wanted to know because I I tried to identify it but I didn't. So I was wondering if I could send a picture somehow and you could help because
Yeah, you can try and show it here. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it here, or you can always send it to. Okay, I think can't see
I'll
it.
spotlight her.
Okay.
And we know it's like a subadult.
yeah, because it was pretty long.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like a bronze back, if I'm not mistaken. It's still pixelated. Maybe you can send a picture. Maybe
Yeah.
I can identify. It looks like a tree snake. Anybody else who's there?
Samara, you can send it to me. I'll send it to Abhishek then.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah,
Great.
it looks like a
Then,
bronze back tree snake.
cool. Now we'll take question from Virat. I see his hand is also raised up.
So, is it okay if I can keep a ball python at home?
Who's this? I can't see.
Virat.
Just one second. Yeah, Virat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Virat. Is it okay if you keep a?
Ball python at home.
Why do
They
you
are
want
not
to keep
native
a?
to India.
Why do you want to keep a ball python at home?
They're non-venomous. They're very docile. They're very slow, which also helps. And I really love snakes ever since I was 3.
Okay. So do you like snakes? Don't you think snakes are better when they are in the forest and you can go and see them? Would you like a snake? Would you like an animal to be in a cage, in an aquarium, in a box, or would you prefer it to be outside somewhere and you getting to see these animals in the wild in their full glory? What do you think? I know you like snakes. I love snakes, and also thought once in life that I'll keep a snake. But then I started seeing so many snakes in the wild, in the forest, and like how Ananya showed a photo of a snake, like relaxing in the wild, in the forest, things like that. It doesn't have to worry about being fed or being taken care of and things like that. So don't you think we like that, right?
I was a little confused. What are you saying?
Virat, do you want Abhishek to say it again?
No, it's okay.
Okay. So basically, Abhishek's point of view is they love the wild. So why should we keep them in our homes as pets? In fact, one of the questions that I received, Abhishek, in the chat box was also, I love snakes, and that's one of the only animals my father is not allergic to. So
Okay.
can I keep them at home as a pet?
So as I said, almost all of the snake species that are found in India are protected under the law, which means if you keep it, it is illegal to keep a snake or any other reptile or even a bird. Even we used to keep parrots at home as we were young, or in a lot of houses they're still there. They're all illegal, right? And because they are not pets, they are not domesticated and things. Somebody catches them and then or forces them to be in captivity and then gives it as pet. So snakes and whether it is India or anywhere else in the world, snakes are not excellent pets. You know what is a pet? Pet should come and love you. Pet should come and play with you. You should have a responsibility of taking the pet outside for a walk, a dog, a cat, bird, some other bird that are there sometimes, which you can talk, which you can take care of. Snakes don't do that. Snakes don't hug you, and snakes don't wait for you to come home and play with you. They are just there. They don't need to do. So they are not ideal pets. Even if I love snakes, even if it's okay, I mean, they don't give you the pet feeling. No, pet feeling is very important.
Yes, absolutely. Great. So there is another thought or question by Raj Ballav. He's saying, I'm a snake rescuer. Raj Ballav, if you're there, would you like to say your question yourself, or if you want me to ask it?
You can ask it.
Okay, I'm a snake rescuer from Assam. I recently read in a paper that constrictors kill their prey by stopping the blood flow, thus stopping the oxygen transportation in the blood, which is considered to kill the prey faster than stopping the airflow respiration, as we thought earlier. Can you shed light on this?
Yeah, absolutely. There are studies going on even between different constrictors. Some, if you go into different species of constrictors, such as anacondas or such as pythons or boas, all of them have a different mechanism. And as science is growing, we are trying to understand. Some asphyxiate, some stop the blood, some have a tourniquet effect, some also have effect on crushing the internal organs. So it's possible. It's possible that it's not just one mechanism that works. It's not just that it stops bleeding, but it also could be stop of uh, blood. I have not read the paper, so I will also go and check out.
Sure. So the next one is from Ajit Kumar. He says, please suggest what precautions should we have in farm for humans, other animals, and even snakes themselves. It's a 20-acre farm near Jewar Airport, close to Yamuna Expressway, where we want to start plantation and farming next week.
So
That's actually an interesting question, because even at our farm, that's one of the worries that everybody has, that, snake to aa gaye. But अब हम बाकी लोग जो वहां रह रहे हैं, बच्चे भी हैं, उनको कैसे? That's the fear that everybody has, no?
Absolutely. So what you need to do, आपको क्या करना है? Basically, you have to make the area not suitable for the snake to stay. Snake को farm में से कोई मतलब नहीं है. It doesn't like your farm, or it doesn't like a prime property or things like that. It is there because of certain reasons. What could be the reason? One is food, availability of rodents and other things. One is protection. There are deep bushes, there are thick bushes, uncleaned untrimmed bushes, no disturbance, no lights. So those could be. So if you reverse these things, for example, you manage your garbage control, so no rodents come. Don't throw your wet food outside, so garbage comes. Keep your bushes trimmed, keep your corners trimmed. Usually snakes, if you see, you will find them not in the middle of a path. You will find them close to a wall, close to the corners. So keep that areas clean. Keep them lighted. Keep them put floor lights, simple floor lights or simple wall lights that will keep it light. And there is no foolproof method to keep snakes away. Absolutely no. It's best to be protected. It's best to be. You may still find a snake in your farm. What you can do is you can teach your caretaker or mali or whoever to simple techniques. There are simple basic techniques that you can use. Use a bucket, use a broom to move the snake or relocate the snake. Especially if it's a non-venomous snake, to up to acha hai. You bring your guests or you bring your family and show them wildlife, right? They want to see snake. How many people can see a snake in their farm? So there's possibility that it is non-venomous. You identify that snake and you glorify that snake. You see, there's a nice snake species. It's a rare snake species that is staying. But full prevention, it's better to be you being cautious, especially in these monsoon seasons. When you go out, walk with shoes. When you go out, walk with a torch, right? So just imagine how people in villages and farmlands and have been surviving, have been bitten, have died, have been working with this, right? And snakes are still not gone. They have tried everything, every level best. There are so many things. The online internet says ki aap ye lagao, wo lagao, snake will not come. None of this works. None of it.
So that's very valid, Abhishek, because farm area is one. We have also received call from many people saying in schools, especially government schools, they have spotted snakes, and then they do not allow kids to move out of their classrooms because they spotted one snake.
somewhere
at
outside.
some point. Yeah,
Yeah,
correct. So that's the fear that they have. So this actually brings me to a point that for children and others,
Yeah.
this kind of education is so important
Yes.
that not every snake is going to harm you. Let
Yeah.
them be. They are part of this ecosystem.
absolutely, absolutely. And they're always there. It's just as
They're
we
always
say,
there. Yes.
they're always been there. We just see them once in a while, right? And then we panic. So it's important for the school for, and as I said, keep your areas clutter free, keep your areas garbage free. You won't see snakes. Snakes don't want to be seen by you. They don't want to come in areas where they don't like, right? So they are being forced to come into such areas because it looks a little tempting to them, because they find a chuha, they find a mouse there. So don't give that opportunity for a snake to come. You will never. I mean, I've lived in areas, different areas. People say that I've got snakes in the house and all. I've never had faced this problem that a snake has entered my house. Strange reason. I work with snakes, but मेरे घर पे कभी सांप नहीं आया. Yet, how much ever I want to have a snake in the house, but
So
you'll never get.
basically, that brings us to the most basic point, that why is the snake coming there? Address that root problem, and then
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Great. So we have another Kapil has a question. Yes, Kapil. Okay.
Thank you so
please
much.
open it.
I just put
Yeah.
it on the chat box. Madhuji, Pragati Abhishek, thank you for a very informative session.
Yeah.
I just finished typing. So, because of the pandemic, we live in South Delhi. We just picked up a small farm in Chhatarpur. And, we are now getting used to sharing our space, or actually sharing their space with us. So we found a few snakes, off late on the farm. And I'll confess honestly, we are urban creatures, though the name is Sapra and the maternal name is Nagpal, as luck would have it.
Hence they are coming.
But I have no clue. And this was a very,
Yeah.
very informative session. My wife is right next to me.
Okay.
So, we've been told stuff like you get a Nagaraj chemical, get some foreign
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that stuff work here? That's
No,
question
that
number one.
doesn't. Yeah.
They spray
No,
it. So
nothing.
we have, gardeners at the farm. They ask us to buy it. We buy it from these local, seed shops and chemical shops.
Yes.
It seems to have worked, because when it was, dipped and kept, we saw a snake kind of, slide away. What can we do to actually just? I know you love snakes, but the kids are
No,
petrified.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
is there
I
a way
understand.
we can keep snakes away? Because it's not very easy to, with the landscaping and sit out areas and, various kinds of plants. I think they find enough places to come and, feel comfortable.
Yeah.
No, that's very valid, because even in the schools, Abhishek,
Yeah.
we were suggested these kind of powders like tuna. It's obviously not tuna, but something that you put around the school, and then the snake will not come. And we did that. And
it didn't come.
for a few weeks, snakes did not come. I don't know whether he was scared of us and therefore he didn't come, or was it the powder that worked? But that we also did.
I mean, nothing has been proven effective against snakes, because they're just an animal that no barrier has stopped. Sometimes these chemicals, even something as simple as a phenyl that is sprayed outside your house, your chocolate, your entry points, and
Right.
things, works. It's not a deterrent to a snake. It's just a strong smell. It is an offensive smell. It's an offensive stimuli which is there for snake, and hence it avoids it. But as you said, if the snake is not coming for a few days after you put that, it could be because of the chemical, or it's just that the snake has also seen you, and snake is even more scared. So you can try some of these things, and the whole session was on coexistence with snakes. So unfortunate or fortunate, I know that I love snakes, but I can't force that on people, and I understand that my parents are equally scared of snakes. So despite me being working for them, precaution is the only thing. If you see a snake, usually if you disturb it, if it has seen you, if people are just around, it will move. It is unlikely to come. The other thing, a lot of times people would suggest, is taking that snake and releasing it somewhere else, thinking that, okay, it won't come back. Snakes are known to come back. They have something known as homing. They know their area, they know their land. And the worst is, even if that snake doesn't come, for example, you might have taken a rat snake, which is non-venomous, completely harmless snake. you took it out of your farm and threw it out, and that area is still conducive for snakes, a cobra might come and settle it, or a crate might come and settle it. So what your intention was, it sort of backtracked, and you've got a more dangerous enemy in your backyard. So chemicals don't work, Kapilji. As far as I know, I don't know. There are these these ultrasonic vibrators, etc., random things that you see on internet. They are all major money making scams. The chemicals work as an offensive stimuli, so you don't need to buy a Nagraj chemical. What you need is basically phenyl or a strong smell. People in Kerala and some other southern states, they keep kerosene in a bottle just because of smell. Just fill up kerosene and keep it in bottle. Keep all kind of animals away, and it has worked because snakes don't come in. So those kind of things, I understand landscaping is difficult. You can't manage it all the time. So keeping it lit and acceptance to an extent that a snake is going to be there, and cognizance of the fact that a snake is there or snake is going to be there, I have to be careful for a few days. The snake is likely to move on its own, would be the best way to do it. I mean,
I would just
my
like to put in, just to, sorry to interrupt you, Abhishek, but for the chemicals, because I for one know that, because I come from Orissa, which is again
hotspot.
really densely populated and very infested with snakes.
Yeah.
So even there, when my brother was using these chemicals in and around the house where there was cobras and python that were spotted, the chemicals have a really very, very strong smell. And one of the doctors who said that these chemicals are not only harmful for the animals, they're equally harmful for the human beings. And when you inhale the fumes, your heart and your lungs will equally get damaged.
Absolutely. Your pets, for example, they may just go and lick it, and it becomes a huge risk for them.
It's a very important thing that Madhuji mentions, because we have dogs at the farm, right? So, like she says, if they pick up and go lick the chemical or the powder, that can be troublesome. So tell me, since we can't identify venomous and non-venomous snakes, you said there's no point keeping an anti-venom in your refrigerator because you can't administer it. So what should one do? God forbid, if it happens. Now, I'll show you a young lady here. She's petrified of insects, let alone snakes. Okay? So I've called her in to join the session. So what do we do if God forbid something of a accident happens and you're bitten? How long do you have before you can get medical care? And what should, we are very close to the Asola Wildlife Sanctuary. So getting rid of snakes is not a reality. Like you said, they'll probably come back in one way or the other. So we want to find a way where we can acclimatize ourselves in their natural habitat, and learn to live with them. So that's the second question. And the third question is, can you share a list of rescuers in our area? We're in the Asola, not very far from, we're in the Dera Mandi area.
Dera Mandi, okay. Yeah. Right, sir.
And also for Gurgaon, Abhishek.
I have few numbers. Of course, I'll share it with you. There are a few people who are still working in Delhi NCR. I stopped. I don't go that much often, but in Noida, I don't mind. I stay in Noida, so it's easier for me. Sometimes I can get. Coming to Kapilji's question, the first one on identification and snake bite. How long do you have? Well, identification wise, it's easier now. You have internet and things like that. You can look through that. I can share some of the posters that are there for other places to identify basic snakes that are there. There is no, the times have gone where we used to call it as a golden hour after a snake bite. Or you have a golden hour. You only have 30 minutes and 15 minutes. It's not like that anymore. If it's a venomous species, it depends on where have you bitten, how big the snake is, what kind of stress you are in, what kind of emotions you are in, whether you're running, whether you've been bitten on the finger, whether you've been bitten on the head, right? So all that factors, which snake it is, all that factors in whether that snake bite can be fatal or not. As I said, anti-venom, why you can't administer anti-venom at home is because anti-venom is not an antidote to a poison, right? So it doesn't work that way. It basically just neutralizes some part of the venom that is there in your blood. It doesn't reverse whatever the venom has caused. So for example, if you start feeling breathlessness, antivenom is not going to stop that breathlessness. If your heart is slowing down, the antivenom is not going to help with that. So the hospital basically takes care of those things till the antivenom works and sort of cuts down the effect of the venom itself, not the effect. Every hospital, every government hospital, as per rule, as per the Ministry of Health guidelines, should stock up with anti-venom. If it is not, you can always ask them and they keep stocked up. Especially, I'm pretty sure that areas around Chhatarpur, Dera Mandi, Asola, Bhatti Wildlife Sanctuary, these areas have incidences of snake bite in the past, and hospitals would have kept some things in it. Earlier, people used to say first aid. There was a first aid method for snake bite, but now WHO does not recommend first aid because the whole principle of first aid is that you should not do any harm before you do anything else, right? So best is to ask quickly and relaxed. See, any medicine, any venom will flow faster if you are panicked, if you are stressed, if your heart is beating faster, you're running and things like that. So keep calm, nothing will happen. Most likely it's the probability of it being a completely venomous bite is so low in a place like Delhi. So I wouldn't recommend this in Odisha or Assam or West Bengal or southern states where the venomous species are more. But in Delhi, you don't have to worry. You be calm and precaution. As I said, you have dogs. Dogs are good deterrents for snakes because of the barking, because of the smell, because of their poop, pee everywhere. Snakes usually don't come. Even if they come, they don't stay there for too long. So that is the second portion. The third portion about rescuers in your area, I have Madhu's WhatsApp. I'll share some of the helpline numbers. And as I said, I'm in Noida. If anyone who's there in Noida or surrounds, you can let me know. Otherwise, there are a few people in Delhi. Of course, there is a helpline which runs for rescuing snakes, which I used to work in before, run by a different organization. And there are a few individuals also who are working somewhere close to Dera Mandi and Chhatarpur area. So I can share those contacts with.
Many
and I'll
thanks.
share my number as well. So anytime you have any doubt, you can call me.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
In Dera Mandi and Asola, that area, what we have spotted a yellow huge snake very often.
Okay.
I don't know what is the snake called, but obviously the moment we see a snake like that, it's big, and obviously everybody gets scared, and then nobody wants to go around or outside for some time till the time we stop seeing it.
Yeah, so it could be a rat snake, it could be a royal snake, which is found in that region. They're non-venomous. The beauty about the venomous snake is that it shows you that I'm venomous. It will have that hood raised. You will not accidentally trip on it and then get bitten. You will have enough warning that stay back. Like, I am dangerous, stay back from me. So that's a beauty. That's there. That's nature's balance, right? So
that's very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see Anaya's. Sorry, Madhuji, you were saying something.
Yeah. So I think if you don't have any more questions, then I would like to ask Padma to join us because she's with us.
One hand.
Anaya? Yeah. Okay. We'll after that. Okay. Sure.
Anaya, do you have a question?
Not Anaya, Samaya.
Sorry, Anaya.
Yeah. You were talking about keeping snakes as pets and stuff. So Anaya and I follow this YouTube channel about these people in the US. And I mean, they're snake breeders, and a lot of people do keep snakes as pets. And these breeders, like the people we follow, obviously they're a bit nicer, but like a lot of snake breeders will just do it for profit. So don't a lot of snakes get harmed in that process? I mean, I know they do because they're
absolutely.
What can we do to help that cause? Because it's pretty bad. Like, I've read a bunch of articles and it just seems really grim.
Yeah, US situation. I mean, you were talking about snakes. In US, the number of tigers in captivity is 3 times more than what is there in the wild across India, across tiger country. Right. So that many tigers are there in zoos, private facilities, and private operation centers. So I'm talking about a huge tiger, right? What you see in forest, we have 2,500 left, and there'll be 20,000 tigers in captivity. So their culture, their idea of wildlife or managed wildlife is very different. And hence, yes, snake breeding is a huge thing. Snake pet is a huge thing. There have been news where snakes have escaped and they have sort of colonized. If you read about Florida, for example.
Invasive species.
Yeah. So what are those? Those are pythons from areas like India, Southeast Asia. They reach there, they have become so big, they have colonized the entire Floridan areas, and they are basically decimating all the population. So snakes are also under problem. Of course, other wildlife also is. So
Yeah.
that's not a sustainable solution at all. Luckily, India is still way back on snake petting, snake pets and stuff. In India, you still get pets, but not to that extent, luckily, because there are laws and things like that.
And I also have another question. That if you have a cat as a pet, will a snake still come because of the cat, even though that you have a cat?
I don't know. That's Anaya, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Anaya, I don't know whether the snake will come or not come. I have cats. I have 2 cats, but I have not seen snakes for 3 years. Maybe that is the reason they are not coming. But usually, any animal, any other predator being there, they will stay away a little bit. They won't like people. In our olden days, my grandmother used to say, "You keep peacock hair, peacock feather, or kite feather, cheel ka feather in the house. Lizards won't come, or snakes won't come because they're the natural predators, right? So possible that because the cats they don't come, but we don't know. We have no idea.
I
You
think
can
there
keep
was
cats.
a
Cats.
very, I think just 2 days back, there was
Just
an,
sorry, I can't. Hello.
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry. My headphones just went off, so I couldn't. Yeah.
Okay. No, I was just replying to Anaya's because there was 2 days back, there was a news article in NDTV, I guess, where it said that, the cat did not allow the cobra to enter the house. It was guarding the house and the cobra was sitting there for a good half an hour and then retreated back. So I guess, Anaya, you have your point. Probably the snakes are scared of cats.
Yes. They're predators. It's natural predator-prey relationship, right? So possibly that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Anna.
Okay, so we have Padma with us from Compassionate Living. Padma, would you like to come in and say something to us? You're mute, Padma. Unmute yourself. Padma, you're mute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Abhishek? Yeah. Thanks a lot, Abhishek. I am sitting here in Ranthambore and I'm hoping I'll see a snake, but haven't so far. It's raining cats and dogs. Maybe that's why there's no snake around. So I have met a snake many years ago in Mumbai, where a rat snake was put in my hand by Kedar Bide.
Oh, okay.
This was nearly 18 years ago. And in fact, it is him who suggested get in touch with Abhishek because somebody in Delhi, Kamala Menon, she wanted to do a session on snakes. So I was just looking around. And I'm so happy we chose you and you're with us because whenever we talk snakes, it's always about how to get rid of them. What is the best method of getting rid of them? So the entire essence of your talk, apart from being very informative, is to how to step back and also admire the beauty of the snakes, to be able to identify different snakes. And I think that is the most important way of looking, the new lens through which we should look at snakes, because everybody wants to know how to protect oneself, how to protect our children, how to ensure that snakes don't come to our territory. But this aspect of looking at them, admiring them, and looking at them with curiosity, and especially to step back when we see them with calmness, I think that was the gist of this talk, and that's the element that you brought out. And thank you so much. We are going to see a lot more of you now. And thanks a lot, Pragati and Madhu, for hosting this. You've done it so beautifully.
I really enjoyed it, Padma.
Absolutely.
I was just into the conversation. So it was really, informative. I'm going to share all of this with the So Good Kids now.
I'm glad.
So we have the recording. So in case we need, we can even share the recording on our CL site. So
and the rest, and I think importantly now is that there are two, three things. One, you said I was waiting because I had my hand, shot up for the question. Is one, you said no first aid. Usually the answer is as soon as a snake bites, we've seen in movies and otherwise also patti bando, so that the venom doesn't flow up. Because it's not always that we can, all the people can reach a number where they can click and show. Sometimes they haven't even seen the snake, so where do you, there's no way of identifying in the first place whether it's venomous or non-venomous, okay? So the second aspect that comes to is, is what's the first thing we can do to tie up, maybe, we all usually know that, tie a tight band so that the venom doesn't flow up. Now you said don't do that. That's a new thing that has come up.
Yeah.
So then rush to the hospital. That's the third thing. First is identifying, second is first aid, and third is rushing to the hospital. Then that's your final resort. Now, one is there anyone whom we can send pictures to identify whether it's a venomous or non-venomous? That's first. And the second is, of course, you already mentioned that you're going to help with the list of numbers who can rescue. I always go to Wildlife SOS. They come and attend. But if there are other numbers, that would be helpful. And I hope most of us, after the session, step back and actually admire snakes. Thank you so much.
I see Anaya has raised her hand again.
I wanted to say why we shouldn't tie a putty on our hand, especially when the snake bites you. Because
what they did is when they looked at the studies, they looked at all the patients and they saw that people were wasting more time on tying the putty than going to the hospital, right? First they would look for a putty.
Oh, okay. That's quite interesting.
Till then, and like how people are, 10 people will give 10 suggestions and do this, do that, waste so much time. Then when the person finally reaches the hospital,
it's too late.
It becomes too late. And the doctors realized that the putty was not doing anything. The venom was going full speed. We call our blood pressure, we have something called as blood pressure. Our blood flows with pressure. When we get a cut, it bleeds, right? So that's the speed at which the blood is flowing. So once the venom enters, it goes very fast. No matter what putty you tie or something, it's not going to slow down any venom. So rather than wasting time on that putty and looking for a putty and looking for things like that, yes, you are in a forest. Like if I am in a forest, I'm working, I know the hospital is far and I know first aid, or I know I work with snakes, I may do something to just get some more time. But people generally should avoid that and rush to the hospital as soon as possible.
Right.
So no harm. There's no harm.
And I think there's one more reason I insist about is because even if you tie a putty, the blood will keep on flowing that area, and that area will get more and more infected.
Yes. Also that. Yes. It will flow with there'll be a lot of venom in that area, and suddenly when the doctor opens up, it just goes back with the flow.
Oh, wow.
It's bad.
Oh, so it's in fact harmful than helpful.
Yes.
Great.
So shall we close it now?
Yeah.
And Pragati?
Yes.
Any other questions, anyone? No. Great.
No.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. It was really very helpful.
Thank you. My pleasure. I always love talking. I did a program with Kedar Bide last Snake Day, where I interviewed four snake guys, all friends, all 5 of us. Some of them my very seniors, and we had a fun chat for 2.5 hours about snakes. I think it was
amazing. He's amazing with snakes. He's the one who introduced me to rat snake. I can almost touch it in that long ago. And I also met a green snake in his house, and he's the one who said, "Do you know Abhishek?" I said, "Yeah, I know, let's go." And we're so happy to have you with us. Thanks a lot to all of you for joining.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thank you.
Bye.